If you want to check out the whole show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. So let's get rolling here. We're at TD Garden Arena, Boston, Massachusetts. Magic 6-5, 3-2 on the road at the Celtics, 7-3, 3-1 at home. Magic 19th in pace, Celtics 18th in pace. Their paces are very close to even. 100.55 possessions a game for the Magic, 100.60 possessions a game for the Celtics. We don't need to spend too much time on this game. First off, we'll do a quick preview. Orlando's lost 3 straight, lost all 3 by double digits, didn't break the 100-point plateau in any of them. This Markelle Fultz injury has proven thus far to be devastating. In the 3 games Cole Anthony has started at point guard, he has 7 assists, 7 in 83 minutes. Anthony is shooting 31.5% from the field, 18.2% from 3. This may be asking too much of him. It hasn't helped that Evan Fournier's been out since December 31st with back spasms. Terrence Ross has 20 points combined over the 3-game losing streak. He's going 1 for 10 from 3. That's what Terrence Ross does. When everything is going well, he's hitting buckets, he's hitting threes. But when things are a struggle and you have to dig deep, the motherfucker's a no-show. A no-show his whole career. Now, let's go to the Celtics. Being off since January 8th due to COVID running through the team. At this point, we know that Tristan Thompson and Grant Williams will be back. We know that 2 of them will be back. We know that the fact that this game is on means the Celtics will have 8 players available.
Right.
But Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Semi Ojeleye, Javonte Green, Daniel Theis are all questionable. And Robert Williams, guy who got this all started, he's trying to return on Saturday. So tricky spot here. We'll start with Dutch Boy Fresh. We don't need to spend too much time on it. Any feel for this? Anything you're looking for? Anything you might attack?
Nah, Jimmy. Real talk, bro. I'm gonna save my energy for something else. So many more questions and answers. I love the Celtics. I usually don't fade the Celtics. They're a bet on team to me. So at this time, I'm gonna pass it to the left.
Well, let's hear it. Wham. Is there anything you're looking for? Is there anything you might attack? Is there anything you plan on doing with this game? Because in all honesty, if the Celtics have enough players available, I don't see why I wouldn't back him against this Magic team that's falling apart.
I totally agree, and that's exactly what I was going to say. Is if they can get 8 guys out there, those 8 guys most likely are going to be Tristan Thompson, Grant Williams, Marcus Smart, Teague. They're going to get those guys out there. I kind of do like that team against this Magic team that you said. Cole Anthony's he's getting kind of rushed out there, throwing 18% from 3. Not really assisting that much as well. 2.3 assists since he's been added to the starting lineup. Hasn't really been doing that much. So, like you said, man, that's kind of tricky if you're going to back Magic. I'm looking at Boston anyway, but like you said, this game is on thin ice. Most likely this won't be one of those games that's going to be available for us later on, I don't think.
The more we talk about it, the more I think that Boston could provide us value. I'll take a good look at this roster, but what we've seen is teams with heart like the Celtics, they dig deep in situations like this. And if the Celtics are playing, in a situation where, there's no Tatum, no Brown, Celtics could be 5-point dogs. Is that possible?
I think so. And if you think about, like you're saying, they have a little firepower on the other side. Aaron Gordon, he's probably trying to work his way into a trade. And Nikola Vucevic, he's always balling. I think he's averaging he's averaging 40% from 3. Just like Terrence Ross, both of those guys averaging 40% from 3. But on the road, I believe they're on the road, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, it's at TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts.
On the road, their numbers slip a little bit. That kind of gives me the indication that you may want to take this Boston team. And I think historically as well, Boston has the edge. I didn't really go into it deep in this game, though. Like you said, man, it's so thin ice. Didn't want to waste that much time, so I kind of tread lightly on this one.
Interesting spot. This could be – I mean, the Magic are still 6-5 on the season, but this could be the spot where they just look awful, where we get a really nice line on the Celtics. I'll see what is offered, but if I was to get a +5 or something, +4 on the Celtics, I would just go for the money line and see if they could just, Smart, playing 40 minutes, leading the way. An interesting possibility. All right, that's the only game where there is no market. Now, the offshores only have a market for 4 games, but the legal license books have come through for us when we need them most, and that really being FanDuel has come through.